Hola a todos, bienvenidos a una nueva Masterclass de violín. Esta tarde estamos con Mara Sampen, una gran amiga y compañera de nuestros tiempos en la universidad, y ella va a compartir entonces su trabajo con los estudiantes de violín del festival. Maria, thank you for being here with all of us, and I will leave you now with the students. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me, Alejandra.
You're welcome.
Welcome, students. I'm excited to hear you play, and I believe we're going to begin with Diego. And Diego, please go ahead and unmute and introduce your piece, and then go ahead and play.
Hello everyone, hello Maria, thanks for that. Can I play or I say something
No,
before?
please go ahead. You can play. Yes, play. Beautiful job, Diego. Beautiful. Really, really well done. Um, so I'll say to everyone, I apologize. I don't speak Spanish. I'm very, very sorry. So, if you don't understand something I say, please ask for clarification. I'll try to demonstrate more. more than, you play very beautifully. You have a very sweet sound, which I think is very appropriate for the Mozart for this piece. And I appreciate how much care you have put into the music. So let's begin again with the opening. And always with this opening, I want you to be imagining the 30-second note, the orchestra, while you play the two notes, the beginning, I want you to be thinking those notes, so that you can shape your sound and plan out your bow exactly what you want, right? So if we're thinking ya da 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 dee da 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 ya ba 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 bee ba 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 bee ba 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 bee ba 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 bee ba ba ba, it will give us so much. So I'd like to know that you're thinking that inside. Could you try? Can you play the orchestra part for me? I don't. Do you know how the orchestra goes? Do you know, or just play for me? Play for me. How about that? Very, very good. So why I ask you to do this, I feel that your first two notes, while so beautiful, are in a different tempo than the orchestra. So we really need to think about the while you play. So ya ba 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 beep ba 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 beep ba 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 beep ba ba ba. So you help the orchestra come in with the right tempo, right? So now play just the long notes, and think that line, think the accompaniment while you play. Much better. So before, for me, your first two notes were too fast, and then your third and fourth notes were slower. And the orchestra comes in on the third note. They come in on the third note. So if you play, then they'll be confused. So you want to be already thinking tempo from the beginning, and that's very important. It also helps us. We think about how the bow is divided, right? So if we think, you can always know exactly where you are in the note by where you are in the bow, and that's very helpful. Okay, one other thing in the beginning, I'd like to see how smooth you can be. So even more connected with your bow changes. So legato, So smooth. No bumps. Just like a beautiful, calm lake water. You know, with no waves. Let's try from the beginning. So da da da. Think you're 30 seconds. Dum ba da da dee da 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 dum. So beautiful. Very nice. Yeah, very lovely. That was great. Let's go on. Let's play the next phrase. Go ahead. Nice. So some little things. So here, I'm hearing your idea, which here's what I think what your intention is. So to be less, a little more, then maybe more. Right? Is that what you want? Do you want more and more? Could you exaggerate?
Okay.
I feel it. I sense that you want to do it, but I need more. I need more. And honestly, especially over Zoom, it's it's amazing that here I am in the northern part of North America, and then you're in South America, and we can be playing music together. That's amazing. But I think you can exaggerate your beautiful idea even more so it comes through, okay? Especially and also if you were in a big hall, imagine you were with the last person in the last row of the hall has to hear that and feel that idea. So I need a little more. So let's try from here. Okay. Much better. That was much more obvious, and that connected more. I sensed your idea more. You know, famous teacher Dorothy DeLay always would say, you kind of have to hit your audience over the head with your ideas. You have to be so obvious and big and bold with your ideas for everyone to hear and understand them. So don't be afraid to exaggerate. Now, right where you came here, so this is a long, slow bow, right? So to connect, could you sing those 30-second notes again? So, yup. In fact, I'll have you play that. Let's play that way first, and then we'll play. So let's play 30 seconds with your phrasing, how you want to shape it, and then we'll put the long slur back, okay? Good. Now, here, that interval, that's dissonance, right? It is a tritone. I think in that interval there's more tension, because it's, you know, he could have done, but he did which is so much better, so much yummier, so much more interesting. So I'd like to hear a little bit of that, like a little something there. So what I'm hearing from you is, it's nice, but it's a little safe. So, right? So something with that D sharp, okay? So it's like tug on my heart a little. Okay? So still with the, and then we'll slur. Yeah, good. And for me, the A kind of grows a little. Yeah, and then it maybe, right? So, you know, it's just giving more shape, even more shape to something, right? So it's we have an overall shape that maybe is crescendoing, but even within that, we maybe crescendo, come back, come out again. So there's even more shape. Okay, one more time. Let's hear it. The notes that are dissonant are way more interesting than the notes that are consonant. So the notes that fall outside the D sharp, much more interesting than those two notes, right? So the D sharp is where the tension is. It's where the interesting part of the story is. So a lot of times I want to lean into it, and then maybe de-emphasize some of the arrivals, and that also is a very Mozart classical style thing to do, like so like things like right. So here. So we emphasize the dissonant note, we de-emphasize the consonant note. All right, let's put the slur back in, which just makes it harder, okay? So are you up, Bo? Up, down, if you're
Yeah.
up, okay. Diego, sorry, do you want a space or do you want connection? I hear a space, so that's why this. If you think those moving notes, that'll help you connect. It's getting better. So when we want to, when we have a slow bow, and we have lots of notes on that, and we want to be expressive. Do you want to be here, or here? Closer to the bridge, closer to the fingerboard? What works better?
I think it's very close to the bridge.
Exactly, right? So a little closer to the bridge. So we And would you have more weight, more pressure, or less pressure close to the bridge?
Less pressure.
Less. So less pressure. Would you try less pressure close to the bridge, slow bow?
Okay.
I think you need more, actually, right? Because if it's less, you'll get right. We don't want ponticello. So a little. So we have to, you know, feel the string, feel a little, right? So I would say let's make sure I call this contact point. Make sure your contact point is closer to the bridge on this slow bow, and that will allow you to get enough sound. Because if you're here, you'll want to move the bow fast. This word, nice fast bow, but it does not work. The slow bow, the sound doesn't work, right? So let's try a little closer to the bridge. See if that helps your bow. Yeah, you'll have more control there. You'll feel like you have more bow, which is important in that place. So let's try one last time from here. So you can just try in context. So let's so from your, I think you do different bowing, but from that spot and keep going. Okay. Diego, good job. That was much better, much smoother on this, much smoother. That was much smoother now. That was good, and your bow control is better. Even here, watch your contact points. Make sure you are exactly where you want to be for that. So if you want to, you know, you can crescendo diminuendo just by getting closer to the bridge and going further away. And I feel that when you play, you make, as I said, a beautiful sound, very, very beautiful sound. But you're very often over here, and you don't often use this part of the violin as much. And this is where you can really get power from the instrument. And so even in the allegro, so some places you want more power, move that bow a little closer to the bridge, and don't be afraid of that part of your violin. This is lovely. Lovely to play over here, but in front of a big orchestra, it won't project as well, right? So we need to have both. We want to have both things. And I know we're almost, I'm over time with you, but could we just try the allegro? Just one little bit of the allegro, and then we'll stop. So I want you to think about if you can play a little bit closer to the bridge sometimes, for more power. Okay, let's see if we can get more power. It's better, much already better. And as I said, I don't want you to be there all the time, but when you want a real big sound, and a forte, fortissimo, and even in Mozart, which we think of as being so light, and even in Mozart, you can get that big sound, and just by moving closer to the bridge, and adding just a little bit more weight from the arm. So that's I think that that will allow your sound to project even more. Okay. All right. And I'm seeing a note that now we only have 3 students playing today, so that's good. So that gives us more time. So I'm not even behind yet. So Diego, you sound beautiful, like so beautiful. It's so pristine. Left hand intonation is so good. I would encourage you. I know the piece well, and I can hear your ideas because I know what you're intending, but someone who doesn't know the piece as well might not get them as strongly. So I think you could do more with your ideas. You could make them more, piano forte, much more contrasting to just add that element to the piece, and I think that would help as well, make it more even better. So good work, pleasure to hear you today. Congratulations, and keep it up. So why don't we move on to the next student.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you for playing for me. Okay, and I believe it may be Sebastian. Hi,
Hello.
Sebastian. Nice to see you. Nice to meet you. I'm Maria. And you are playing, what are you playing? Tell me what you're playing today.
No sé si alguien me puede ayudar con la traducción.
What are you, let's see, you are...
Te está preguntando qué vas a tocar para ella.
Voy a tocar el Sibelius.
Oh, yes. Good. Wonderful. So, go ahead.
Que sí, que muy bonito, que por favor toques.
Ok.
Very, very good, Sebastian. I want to check your sound settings on Zoom and wondering if perhaps somebody could help translate for me just to make sure your original sound is turned on.
I'm here, Maria, with you.
Oh, okay, good. Can we make sure, because Sebastian's sound is not coming, it's coming through a little, it sounds like maybe original sound is
Sebastián,
not on.
¿estás en qué equipo estás? ¿Estás en computador, teléfono?
En teléfono.
Teléfono.
Okay.
Ya tienes habilitado tu sonido original, entiendo, ¿no?
Si lo activa ahora, después no puedo escuchar. Si querés lo activo igual ahora. Como que se escucha muy despacito después. Lo puedo activar igual.
Probemos y después lo desactivas y juguemos así un poco, a ver si funciona para la profesora. Si no, vuelves a lo que estabas.
Ahí se escucha mejor.
Is that better for you, Maria?
I think it's better. It was disappearing a little for me. I could hear, it was fine. I think that's better.
Okay.
Great, thank you. Okay. All right, wonderful. So Sebastian, you play so well. It's very, very beautiful. And I got to figure out how to get you back on my view. All I see is Alejandra's screen. So here we go. Okay, there you are. Good. So could we do a few things? Could we go from could you start there for me, Um, Very good. So what I want to talk to you about when you're at the frog, moments like this, or say, I think you need to, sometimes I see this, and I think, you know what I mean? So your sound could be deeper, except if your fingers do this, it's hard to get that deep sound. So this plays like I would like to see you get in the string with your finger. Can you try? Yeah, so always thinking about at the frog, you know, the pinky, the little finger supports, right? Yeah, that, And so if we balance the bow too much like this, we don't get that that depth. And so a few places where I felt like you needed that sort of depth. There was one place, maybe here on those chords. Could we do the chords and really think about sinking in with your fingers? Okay. And then that's good. You should really hear that G sharp, right? Yeah, I think I probably would break. I'd break it instead of all together, right? So fortissimo, it's the arrival, bam, right? Okay, good. Now, one other thing, could you make sure? So what I see the violin go. So we want, yeah. Yeah. So I think about like this, like a sandwich, right? So. Right. So listen, I think movement is good. Very good to move. I move. I love when violinists move. However, we want to move in the places it produces more musical energy instead of places where it takes away from our sound. And I think anytime we go down with the violin and our bow has to follow, we get less sound. So this place is definitely a place where we want right? So no, instead of and you have to much harder. Okay, so one more time. We'll do it again. So good. So good. Yes, yes. Okay, beautiful. Let's go. Can we go back to go there one more time? Yes, good, good. So, yeah, fantastic. Also, though, violin fell. So we want to right there. So make sure your violin. That's one place. I also see. I saw it here. Your violin went down. So right. Here. So your sound is very good. It will be better. It'll be better if your violin does not drop, right? We want to make sure. And where I see you drop when the music is most like heartfelt and the big moments. And unfortunately, that is goes against making a big sound. So maybe we do a drop. Right. So. Solid. So you're solid here. Your bow arm can connect. So I'm gonna make you do it again. We'll do it one more time, and I'm gonna watch, and it'll make sure in the big moments that your violin stays like a good platform, or even scroll up. Okay. One more time from here. Wait, so another one. We did, so, but, make sure that, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, so from, you start here. Okay. Yes. So good. You notice it now. You know. I can tell you notice when that happens. So I want you to be a detective and find the places, find where the violin is dropping, and just keep it up. That's all you have to do. It's you just have to notice the spots. So and in our short time together, I'll tell you when I hear them, when I see. I'll tell you. Okay, let's go on. Can we go going on there? Good. Very good. Very much better too. Much better. Only spot maybe I saw you catch yourself was right. So what a solid platform there. So that's the so Sibelius. I mean, this is a big concerto. Big sound. You have to make big sound for a long time, and you have to find ways to be really, the word efficient, to do things in the simplest way possible. So making the biggest sound you can without working too hard for it. So the more times you can keep your violin stable, connect towards the bridge, you'll get that big sound, right? Just that's what we're looking for. I stopped you before the cadenza. Do you want to play? Can you play from there? Since I didn't get to hear that part yet. So good. So good. You sound really fantastic. So beautiful intonation. Your pitch is very good. Vibrato is very, very good. And you're very expressive when you play too. So it's so good. If I have to pick on just one thing, it would be that sometimes when you change your bow at the frog, you don't follow through with your fingers. This, and I think if you were to use more of your fingers, you actually wouldn't drop your violin as much. So I think that these two things are related, actually. And so when I notice you the violin dropping, it's often when the arm is doing this. So making sure that you change direction with that little bit of flexibility in the fingers, instead of this way and then violin goes there. Does that make sense? Yeah. It also will help you be more connected to your sound at the frog. So really big sound there. Much harder when I move this way. So connecting more with my fingers. And Sebastian, I don't notice it always. It's not every change at the frog, but maybe half of the time, 50%, 50, and so I would focus on connection here. Yeah. And in the mirror, you practice with your mirror and just make sure that your little finger is rounded as, exactly. Yeah, all of those things. Otherwise, it's the playing is so good. I think this will help your sound be bigger, and you can stay in more control as well. You'll feel that you have more control over your sound. One last thing I'll say, in the cadenza, could you breathe more? So places like breathe, right? Fermata. So that's an important spot. Where there's a fermata on the rest, the music stops, and the audience will all go, and we need more time. So you could breathe there. Maybe another place like that. Let's see, so instead of maybe some time, maybe a breath. So and I think the breath is important for helps us as violinists stay relaxed. It helps our timing, so it feels more natural. So let's do just once. Let's do this spot. How about from? You go from there, and then breathe before that. Mm-hmm. I would take more time. More from Anna. Yeah, so you know, more break. Yes, so good. Yes. So that is good. So that will give your audience goosebumps, you know, like they'll, oh, so that's what we want. We want to give our audience goosebumps when we play. And I got goosebumps when you did that. So that's what we want. Okay. And you're so close. It's such a just small change. So you, especially in the cadenza, have as much time as you want because it's only you. And so take your time and allow that space to happen. Fantastic work. You play so well. Thank you so much for playing for me today. It's such a pleasure to hear you. Have a wonderful festival and good luck. Good luck with everything. Keep up the good work. Okay, thank you.
Muchas gracias. Thank you.
Okay, so I believe then it is let's see. I wrote Adashi?
Hi.
Hi. How do you say your name? Say your name for me.
Adashi.
Adashi. Okay. I all right. Great. Adashi, what will you play for me today?
Brahms. Violin
Oh,
concerto.
yes. Great. Great. Adashi. Can I stop you there just because I know the piece is very, very long and we only have short time together. And I know the next part is so beautiful, but we'll start with this. Wonderful job. Congratulations. Brahms Concerto is such a big piece. It's so difficult. It's I mean, I think one of the most difficult pieces for violin, and but one of the most rewarding to play. So it's there's just so much here, and you're doing such a good job with it. Very, very, very nice job. So I want to talk to you about your left hand, your violin hand, a little bit, and something I think would make it a little easier for you. So I notice you have a very nice vibrato, but you don't use it as often as I think you should. So there were long passages with no vibrato, which is very. I admire you for being able to play this with no vibrato, because the intonation is so hard, and vibrato helps us when playing difficult things for intonation. But I think that if you activate your vibrato more often, you will have an easier time, and this will help musical things as well. So what I'm thinking, spots. Well, let's just take the theme from. Okay, so the idea here, we want to make sure the left hand is loose. We don't want to press into the string too much. So think about making sure that the left hand is not pressing all the way into the fingerboard, but just on top. So your vibrato can open up a little bit more, right? So when I press, and my thumb has to press too, then it is much harder to vibrate. So let's keep the fingertip loose and light on the string, and see if we can get the vibrato to just continuous. Just be there, okay? Much better. I noticed, I would say most notes had vibrato that time. There were a few still that didn't have as much vibrato. So watch for when you shift the note, so that you keep the vibrato going through shifts. And fourth finger. Yeah, all of us have trouble, fourth finger vibrato. So we want to keep that fourth finger vibrato going. So let's try the melody one more time. And vibrate every single note. Every single note. But no vibrato on that note. So you can do it. You can do it. Yes. passage because this one is the most exposed maybe for left hand. And it's also not as busy as some of the other places, but when we go on, like I need that left hand to be active. Right. So all of the little notes need vibrato too. So let's go on this time. Okay, here one more time. And by the way, for fourth finger vibrato, don't think of vibrating just you want vibrate from here in your hand as if like this is doing the muscle of the pinky. It's so small that it needs help from the hand. It needs help from the other fingers. So I really think of my fourth finger vibrato. It's coming from here, and I'm very open. So you can see space here, and so you may even try putting that. Yeah, can you try for me? So put your fingers like up. Yeah, there you go. And now vibrate. And let them go. Just, yeah. So you want to try? Just try the F sharp. Yeah, just this note for now. So flexible here, yeah. And so let those fingers help. Okay. Now, when we do it for real, I don't lift them all. I keep my two down, but that's the feeling. So feel like you have all of that power from your hand, even though it's you might be leaving your fingers down. So let's go from the D and keep going this time. Better. And I could tell you were thinking about this when you got to right. So I think you need more, even more. Let's do it slowly and vibrate every single note slowly. Good way for you to practice, right? Just so here's what I think. That I think about every single note as being like this little creature, little like animal that's like needs to be cared for, you know. So maybe like this G sharp. It's and I have to make sure I feed it and give it water and make sure I pet it and make sure it just has a life. It has a life of its own. And so every single note has a life of its own. And when you think about how your left hand is how you're going to vibrate each note, how you're going to bow each note, then the music starts to really come to life, right? So take the time to go through and really feel like you can care for each individual note, like you would a little pet, right? I have my trusty dog is like right next to me on the floor. He's always here when I'm teaching. You know, you have to care for your notes just as well as you would your dog or your cat. So I think, and sometimes they deserve more time and care than others. So what I mean by that, so if we have, right, like that note, so it's okay, but so I spend more time on that D because I like it. But it's okay. It's okay to spend more time. Or even like this one. This is so beautiful. Take your time and more time. Okay, so let's try from there and take your time on the notes that you really love. So much better. Yes, especially. So good. So good. Yes. That will also make it easier for you to vibrate if you spend more time on those notes, right? So let's do now, can we do a different kind of passage? Maybe I think we should do the opening, the very beginning, one more time. Why don't you go ahead and play the beginning for me? So sticking with our theme of a little bit of vibrato and making sure all of the notes get taken care of. So from the beginning, that note. I think you need to activate the vibrato on the E. Okay, that's the first one. So let's do that first. Let's go to the F and stop. We'll go to the, just there. Sorry, I was not not clear. Could you start here? And just stop. Yes, good job. Much better, much better. Now, you vibrate. Vibrate those octaves. Good. Listen, those octaves are hard, and it's like when we play them totally with no vibrato, it's like running around naked. You just gotta be super confident, and you can do it. That's fine, but it's helpful to add a little vibrato there because it helps hide any intonation issues that might be. So make sure that the left hand is active. And here. So it's like left hand power, I'll have you do one last time from the beginning. We'll go on. Let's go maybe to, we'll stop. I'll stop. I'll just stop you. So from the beginning, one more time, think about left hand and vibrating those octaves. Better. Good work. Okay, and I think we're just at our time limit. So if I can leave you with the last thing I'll say is you just need to think about every single note. Make sure that the left hand is doing its part to add to the sound, right? And it adds energy, it adds stability and color, and you have a lovely vibrato, so you need just to use it more often. So bravo to you, good work, congratulations, and it's so nice to hear you all. Thank you so much. Thanks for playing for me today.
Thank you so much, Maria, for being part of this festival.
Vicky, thank you, and good luck to you and to everyone as you move on in the festival. It's a wonderful thing. So nice to meet you all and nice to hear you this morning. Well, this afternoon for you.
After. Yes, we hope the students at audience enjoyed it. So thank you so much.
You are welcome.
Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.